Now we are doing fourth chapter, alternative center of power. Your first book, fourth chapter, but now its chapter name is new center of power. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल न्यू सेंटर ऑफ पावर, यूरोपियन यूनियन, आसियान, and the rise of Chinese is also alternative center for of power, and India and China relation. We will do this in this chapter. First of all, we are taking European Union integration after 1945 was aided by the Cold War, and the collapse of the Soviet Union bloc put Europe on a fast track and resulted in the establishment of European Union in 1992. All of you know that after Maastricht Treaty, European Union was established, and the European Union is the world biggest economy with a GDP of more than 12 trillion in 2005. इसका जीडीपी कितना है 12 ट्रिलियन इन 2005. जीडीपी ग्रोस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट टोटल इनकम. ओके, एंड यूरोपियन यूनियन कंबाइंड आर्म्ड फोर्सेस आर सेकंड लार्जेस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड. Clear? Now the ASEAN, the main objective and aim of ASEAN, what is the full form of ASEAN? Association of Southeast Asian Nation. The main objective and aim of ASEAN: to accelerate the economic growth, social progress, and cultural development in the region. In the region, which region? In Asia region. Through joint endeavor in the spirit of equality and partnership. Clear? To accelerate the economic growth among the different countries of Asia. Clear? Next, to promote regional peace and stability through abiding respect for justice and rule of law in the relationship among country. It means if there is any rule, it will be applicable to all at the regional level to maintain peace and stability in Asia. Clear? European Union, ASEAN. Now the third is the rise of Chinese economy. China economic success since 1978 has been linked to its rise as a great power. Okay, so from 1978, India is growing like a big economic power. After the inception of the People's Republic of China in 1949, its economy was based on the Soviet model. At first, in China, following the communism, but soon it felt that the leaders of China felt that if they want development, they must to connect with Western countries. उन्हें Western countries से जुड़ना पड़ेगा. And China chose to share its link with the capitalist world. और इसने अपने आप को किससे जोड़ लिया? कैपिटलिस्ट वर्ल्ड में, वेस्टर्न कंट्री से. चाइना डिसाइडेड टू सब्सटीट्यूट इम्पोर्ट बाय डोमेस्टिक गुड्स, एंड उसने डिसाइड किया कि अपनी डोमेस्टिक गुड्स को जो इम्पोर्ट करता है, बाहर से सामान मंगाता है, उसको खुद प्रोड्यूस करेगा. क्लियर? एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड सोशल वेलफेयर वॉज एश्योर्ड टू ऑल सिटीजन. सबको एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिलेगा. इफ सम देर विल बी सेटअप ऑफ इंडस्ट्री, देन एवरी पर्सन विल गेट एम्प्लॉयमेंट. The country grew at rate of 5 to 6%. Chinese did not go for shock therapy but opened their economy step by step. Clear? And now China is a growing economy. Clear? Now India and China relation. Soon after independence, both states were included in different arising from China takeover of Tibet in 1950. At first, after independence, India and China relations were very good, and Nehruji believed that China would never attack on India. But in 1950, when India interfered in Tibet matter, Tibet issue, there was a Tibet issue. Means Tibetan Dalai Lama took asylum in India, political asylum in India, and China got angry, and so there was a war between India and China. China and India were involved in border conflict in 1962, and Rajiv Gandhi visit to China in December 1988 produced the impetus for an improvement in Indo-China relation. Clear? So this is the mind map of your fourth chapter. In fourth chapter, you will do European Union, ASEAN, India, China as a rising economy, and India and China relation. Clear?